need your help. I am lost with my life. I am what they call pussy bitch. I have been searching through all of the internet to solve my quandaries, but I have failed. But whoever sees this, if you can answer my questions, I
suck a little dick.
Whenever I watch a video that says, a man takes a log in a bitch's pussy, I read comments that say on how terrible that guy is, or just how disgusting it is. But for me, at least, what I have learned from choosing to be abstinent, I don't get what's so wrong with it, because to me, if the bitch doesn't whimper or scream for help, it's not rape. Then again, the bitch can't really complain if she's tied down. By the way, before we continue, I would like to apologize with the incredibly insensitive commentary to which you have just witnessed. From now on, I will try to not immediately assume a bitch's gender, unless if the bitch informs me what the bitch's gender is. Because this is a progressive channel, and I will try to correct this heinous mistake for the future. I sometimes don't understand feminist logic. I'll give an example. When one of them says, I'm triggered, to me, I get confused by that because they also want to put heavy restrictions on assault weapons. And if anybody has ever dealt with a feminist, you can trigger about 600 of them in less than a minute. Now, I think that if you self-identify yourself as triggered, which is also part of a gun, then we should just ban anything that either is or self-identifies as a trigger. The only problem is that conservatives will also be triggered by what I just said, and because of that, I think that we should also ban them. Another thing that confuses me about liberals is that they think that if they censor people's speech or making others not oppose their ideas, that somehow makes their arrogance more acceptable to either society or the people that disagree with them. I'll give an example. Everybody knows about the whole transgender thing, such as the bathrooms, language laws in Canada, and a whole bunch of other things. They think that if they change the words around, like it's Scrabble, that it somehow changes the person's thoughts. Just because you identify your 1-inch penis to be a vagina doesn't mean that someone else doesn't identify you as a giant pussy, you prick. I've always wondered how Christian conservatives and liberals could agree on anything. But I think there is one issue where I think that they should all compromise in. Abortion. But we should only use it if it is in accordance with the Bible, because this is a very religious channel. So my criteria is that if a self-identified male and a self-identified female consummate with each other but are not married, well, that counts as lust. Because at least from what I understand, because they are cheating on their relationship with God by not uniting the self-identified male and self-identified female all into just one gender, which means that they have committed infidelity. And because of that, they should go to their local priest. They should have to drink some sort of bitter water to tell if it is an actual legitimate thing. We should also have tax-paid abortions for all illegal immigrants, because they come over here, ruin this great country by taking away all of this country's Christian values. So, we should forcibly rip open every pregnant woman and take the fetus out and just bash it against the rocks. Or we could just sell its body parts, because hey, we gotta compromise with the left sometimes. And finally, I never understood why Christians were so against single moms, because the Bible shows that a one-night stand to a 13 or 15-year-old can only bring positive results. Just ask the church about that. So, if any of you guys can answer my questions, I can finally find out what's so fucked up with me.